Hey, it's Akhtar Khan from Reaching Excellence. In this video, I want to talk to you about how to do buy-to-let in 2021. So stay tuned. So in this video, I want to show you how to do buy-to-let in 2021. I previously shot a video on why buy-to-let is dead and why you don't want to be doing things the old vanilla way. I'll put a card up around it somewhere so you can go and watch that video if you haven't seen it. But that's the old school way of doing things that don't work anymore. Go watch that video if you haven't, because otherwise this video isn't really going to make sense. So what I want to do in this video is talk to you about how to do property and how to do buy-to-let property specifically in 2021. Well, the first thing you need to do is start looking at property investment as a business. So you want to be using a tax efficient vehicle like a limited company or a limited liability partnership to be buying your properties in. Now, the reason we want to do that is for the Section 24 changes that recently happened. So you need to be using a limited company to be able to offset the tax and make sure that it's profitable. So I can't give you any tax advice here. I'm not a tax advisor. One of the things I say to a lot of people I work with is go and get some independent advice. Go and speak to a tax advisor, go speak to an accountant and set up the right vehicle for you, because everyone's tax situation is going to be different. But you must use a limited company vehicle or limited liability partnership to start growing your portfolio in. The second thing I want you to start thinking about is really treating property as a business, and you need to be doing this for profit. The old way of doing buy-to-let was just having them sitting there in the background as investments just ticking over. Well, with all the costs and all the additional things that go on now that make it harder for buy-to-let, which would kind of kill that old buy-to-let model, means that you've got to start looking at deals that are profitable. So when it comes to cash flow from buy-to-let properties, I don't want to work with anything less that gives me less than £500 a month cash flow, because it doesn't take much. It just takes, a void, it takes a tenant not paying, it takes some maintenance, and before you know it, your cash flow and your profit starts to get wiped out. So we want to be buying properties that are highly profitable from a cash flow point of view. The second thing you want to be doing is looking at properties that you can add value to. So, can you refurb it and increase its value? Can you convert the space? Can you reconfigure it and get extra bedrooms and hike the rent up? Does it have a garage that can be converted into another bedroom? Is it going to be easy to do a low-cost loft conversion? What else can we do to increase the rental income and the value of that property? Now, you want to be doing that because as you increase the rental income, it's going to make more profit for you, but also you want to increase the capital price of the value of the property, okay? The other thing I wanted to say to you, one of the tips I want to give you is if you're a landlord and you've got less than 4 properties, then at some point, or if you're just starting out and you're building your portfolio, okay, if you've got less than 4 properties and you're considered a normal landlord, once you get to 4 properties, you're considered what's called a portfolio landlord. Now, what that means is when you come to get mortgages, if you start to have more than 4 properties, the mortgage lenders will want to look at you collectively and look at all your properties, and they want to see the rent, the tenancy agreements. They want to see the rent coming in and out. Basically, what they're looking to do is to make sure that you can afford to cover the mortgages and that your other properties aren't a liability. They kind of start looking at you as a business. So it's really important that when you get to that point, you can show, paperwork, you can show bank statements and everything else to show that you are very profitable. Your portfolio, even if it's only 4 properties, that your portfolio is profitable and it covers the expenses, and that way you can grow and add more properties to the portfolio. So that's my kind of tips for how to do buy-to-let in 2021. It's really important that you use a tax efficient structure. It's really important that you look to add value or increase the cash flow from properties. You want to look at how you can get the most amount of cash flow out. And you want to make sure that you're prepared so you can grow later down the line. And you might be thinking, I only want 1 or 2 properties. Well, if you do things this way, at least you've got the scope in the future to be able to buy more properties. So this is how I would advise you to buy-to-let properties in 2021. So I hope you found this video useful. Put your comments in the comment box below. Like, subscribe and share. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care. Bye for now.